All right, so I just I just finished volume 10.
Class,
And
Manga.
this was one of those ones. Matter of fact, y'all are one for one because this was one of the ones where across the comments on all these videos, there have been a number of people that said, I can't wait for you to get to X part because that's when the story starts. For those of you who was touting Arlong Park, kudos. Kudos. Because this, I had to eat my words. Because all the stuff I was talking about Nami, I was wrong. I was wrong. So I have to take back what I thought about Nami. Because the way that this whole volume went with talking about like what she's gone through and how that would, correct me if I say the name wrong because I'm just going by how it's spelled, but Belmere, with how they did her, that's rough. That's rough. And it's messed up. It's messed up. I was like, fuck Arlong, man. But the story beats that this took, and I'll save a lot of this for when I do my East Blue video, but with the way that it was constructed with how they talked about Nami and her character and how she interacts with people and how they added the small tidbits where they're like, you know, the worst thing you can say to her is friend, or, you know, she doesn't like this, or she doesn't, you know, it's best for you to keep going because it's just not good for her. And the way that Luffy was acting so nonchalant throughout the entire volume, because I was confused. I was just like, this ain't really like how Luffy be acting. He's supposed to be, you know, but he was just like, I don't care. At least his demeanor was. And then you finally get to that part because she was getting mad at everybody, but she was getting way more mad at Luffy. And I was just like, what you getting
What
mad
he
at
said
him
fuck
for?
me
Like,
for?
he hasn't really said anything. And then it gets to that point where I guess, and I'm just assuming with this is how the story went, but like she just couldn't, it was just building up so much. And so she finally gave in. And those last few panels at the end of this volume is what really just made the payoff for the whole way that the story was told. It made it so worth it because the moment that you get to that one panel where Nami says, help, and then Luffy steps into fucking action and is just like on some Yusuke, you're a meshy energy. Let's go. Hell yeah, I'm still invested.
I've been the top pick with more gadgets than Robotnik. Everybody know I'm toxic.